Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy, Big Blue Drew 97 here to talk to you about Nanatsu no Taizai, manga chapter 342, titled Victory Cry! I'm not even gonna attempt that. Yeah, unfortunately, this video is coming out a little bit later than I wanted to, mainly because I've been sick for the past week and my throat's a little bit hoarse, but it's not hoarse enough for me to not do this review. So with that out the way, let's get right into it, talking about the cover page of just the Sins doing their victory cry, just screaming all of them with their hearts and their desires. You also have Elizabeth and Arthur screaming, and as after that, we immediately cut to Kath's body just regenerating while we see the Sins. Like we see the Sins, we see Kath's like meat chunks coming together. Idea makes a comment of like, "Oh my gosh." You see him like his meat is moving everywhere, and King just makes a comment like, so he has the same immortality as Bond. And I'm like, King, no, are you not paying attention? He gave it to you, sister, so that she can live and that he can be immortal now. Come on, King, keep with the story. But no, he doesn't have that immortality. As Merlin says, he's like, no, he just transcends life and death because, chaos. And as he's doing this, Arthur is dying in her arms casually. And, like, Kath being Kath is like, oh, Arthur, are you shocked? Are you shocked that your country and your people are dead? And he's like, well, you shouldn't be. Would have eventually happened if it wasn't for the Sins. Really, anything could have happened. Like, really, like anything. Like, I could have destroyed it. Or like an earthquake. Or literally, like, it gets destroyed over time. Like, do you know how many kingdoms just get destroyed over time? Could have vanished in the sea. Heck, a meteor could have came and crushed it. So yeah, just like basically does that, goes on this little rant. It's like, yo, literally anything would have happened to your kingdom. And then he talks about, and then like Arthur just gets mad at this like a normal person would. Oh hey, look, we see his sword in this chapter. Yeah, it's still white. I'm gonna be honest, it's probably not gonna play a part in any of this because apparently, I know this is a spoiler for what comes up next, but yeah, the Sins, yeah, they're no more. Unfortunately, they just sad. Like this is really the end of it. I'll show you how it ends, but like, Kath is like, oh yeah, just quit because you can't fight the inevitable. And he's actually saying this in like a nonchalant way. He's like, oh yeah, I'm warning you to quit. You're fighting the enough. I'm gonna go take a nap. Like he's saying this while yawning. And it's like, yeah, if you want to just eventually die, say human animals, lady of the lake, mountains, rivers, stars, even gods. Like, yeah, they all die. And then after this, while Cat's saying this, like he's nonchalant, like patronizing way, like, yeah, just die. Yeah. I was like, so what should I do? Let you eat me then? And then Cap's like, bingo. Yeah, totally. Yeah. No, life is fleeting. Life doesn't matter. Everything's gonna die, so just let me eat you. And you just have Bond and Meliodas like, enough chit chat. Yeah, no, let's just tear this guy apart. And Kath is like, oh, what a bother. And all of a sudden, we see this flash of light. Tried to imitate the flash of light. It's actually just literally flash. And after that, like the Sins go into fighting Kath. Kath just gets like just fighting all of the Sins. Everyone seems to get a lick in. But actually, what actually happens is Merlin just freezes time, like she tried to do with Meliodas when he was in the cocoon and failed. As we later learned, she made it fail on purpose. And everyone's like, whoa, like, can't stop moving. And like, he's not healing anymore. And she's like, yeah, this is the power of chaos. It's unstable state. Ooh, sorry. And Merlin's like, oh no, I just stopped his son, spend his time because he's chaos. This may last a couple dozen years, centuries. Who knows? He'll get freed somehow. And Meliodas is like, we'll pass that point when we get there. And everyone's like, all right, well, I guess our work is pretty much done here. And I'm like, really, Meliodas? Really? Like, I know this is a thing you're serious, but really, Meliodas? You're just gonna stop, not gonna question the fact that there's a demon, chaotic cat there. You're just gonna wait for it later? Okay, fine. Yeah, fine. The sins are over anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Like, this is the end chapter, nothing really matters. Yeah, just the wrap-ups occur. The Sins say goodbye to Arthur and Merlin. They're going their separate ways. But we do see we see the wedding of Meliodas and Elizabeth. It's so great. We see Gilvander, we see Hauser, we see all of them. We even see the little girl that Meliodas, the person that fell in love with Meliodas, we also see her kind of in the background, which makes sense because she's watching over the wedding. The king is still alive now. Yay. And her sisters are there too, and everyone's so happy. And then Meliodas and Elizabeth are just talking. It's like, man, it's just all of the things that happened. I thought Britannia would just be in tears and snot. And Meliodas is like, yeah. But apparently, Elena has a child with Bond, so yay. But because of that, he couldn't come to the wedding, and neither could she. They can't get in contact with King or Diane, the king and queen of the fairies and the giants, because apparently they're in the fairy realm now. Apparently, even now, here's the thing: like Hawks and Gother didn't show up either. Even though but Meliodas just writes it off as like, yeah, they're living their own lives. It's fine. And Merlin and Arthur are somewhere like doing some stuff, building a new kingdom. It's fine. And then it's another cut, and apparently this is apparently Elizabeth saying, Meliodas, is it true? And apparently Meliodas confirmed something that like doesn't happen. That apparently Bond is dead, which. Yeah, that makes sense. And also, wait, how far in the future did we just jump to? Like, wow, that was a real cut. Apparently, Elaine was by his side, and it's like, oh, by the way, how's about King and Diane? It's like, yeah, they can't get in contact with them. And I'm like, really? The fair realm is that far away? And then we hear cough, cough, and then what we expect is Meliodas asking Elizabeth, is she in pain? And you're like thinking, like, why would she be in pain? If she was, can't she heal herself? And she's apparently apologizing. And what is she apologizing for? Well, apparently she's old and dying. So yeah, we're ending the Sins with Elizabeth dying. For real this time. And Meliodas is just saying, yeah, it's been a great 3,000 years. And she's like, this is my last time with you. And he's like, yeah, it's been a great 3,000 years. And she's like, don't be sad, Meliodas, and what we think is that she died in that moment. And all of a sudden, a knight just runs in, and it's like, Meliodas, your majesty, we have an emergency. And guess who's back? See? Kath is back. Come on, Meliodas, you should have seen this coming. I mean, now we're going to end the chapter with Kath and Meliodas fighting. Kath is like, I see that they're all dead now. Boo-hoo. So, yeah. Kat and Meliodas just goes like demon. He's like, all right, eyes wide, fighting you. It's fighting Kath, destroying the buildings. Kath is mocking him. It's like, oh, you seem to be in pain. You know, if I had killed them back there, like, you wouldn't be feeling this loneliness. See, you have no more friends left. What's left? Trying so hard. Just give up. And Meliodas is like, and then he keeps berating him. It's like, there is no constants in this world. Everything goes away. Never. Everything is dead. And then we just hear Meliodas hearing, don't be sad, and saying you're wrong, and saying that he's not alone, and how basically the memories of his friends will always be with him and will never go away ever. And wait, what's going on? The darkness is going, and oh, wow. Apparently Meliodas, wait, what? Apparently, this wasn't the end? What? No, wow, whoa, I'm so, yeah, no, I was playing it up for the end. So yeah, so that was, nope, none of that was real. None of it was real at all. Meliodas comes back to the present. Everyone is like lifeless, like wide-eyed statues. Meliodas looks around, it's like everyone. It's like, was that and he thinks to himself, was that hallucination? Was that reality? And Arthur's like, nope, that was an uncertain future. It was just an uncertain future. And Arthur's like, are you okay? It's like, yeah, that's that. Arthur this entire time is like, yo, I'm trying to find a way to defeat him, and Kath is like, it's futile, absolutely cannot be killed. That is me, Arthur. I will eat you, and then I'll become fully unified and swallow everything. So Kath being Kath, and all of a sudden Arthur just has like this expression of like, I have an idea, as Kath lunges at him. And he declares that he knows how to defeat you, and then the chapter ends there. So yeah, I was playing that up for fun because I will admit, it tricked me. I was tricked. I was bamboozled. I thought that this was the end until I saw Arthur and Meliodas come be back in the present, and I'm like, okay, so this was all a trick. And like, what was weird about that, and I will admit that I thought it was weird, I'm like, okay, come on, this is not how the sins act. But I will give this chapter this. It did trick me. It did make me think that this was the end, that it just ended abruptly, but apparently it's not, so that's great. I mean, Seven Deadly Sins is ending. Yeah, this one is more confirmed than it's been in a while, but it is ending, so all in all, from this chapter, nothing really new really happened. Sum it up, what happened in the previous chapters. Kath tries to eat Arthur, makes fun of everyone for fighting against him. Something thinks he succeeds, fails. In this case, like literally, Kath does a move that freezes people in just his mind state. And after that, Meliodas wakes up, and then he gets attacked by Kath, and apparently from what Kath said this time, Arthur knows how to defeat him. Now, what is the way that Arthur comes up with? I think from what I know so far and what I've kind of read in the comments of this chapter, I came to the conclusion that either he's going to eat Kath, or Kath is going to eat him, but by eating him, Arthur may somehow like get his arm reattached and kill Kath from the inside. There's not really a definitive way about this going, but overall, I thought it was an alright chapter. Not like the best. If anything, I would give it a solid 3.5. Only to the fact that it did like lead me down the track of like, I thought, is this the end of the chapter? Oh, no, it's not. So yeah, overall, decent chapter. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And as I said, sorry that this review is a little bit late, as well as like for me being sick, I couldn't control that. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you liked it. Hopefully you found some form of enjoyment of this chapter review. So hopefully I'll be able to catch you in my next video. Like, comment, subscribe in this video. I would like to do more stuff if a lot more people are watching, but until now, I'll post my thoughts and opinions of the chapter that I'm reading and the manga that I'm reading, and hopefully y'all can enjoy that. So until next time, catch you guys later. Bye!